Welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, my name is Antoinette. I'm a New Zealander living in Germany, and in this video today I'm going to be talking about some of the things that frustrate me about Germany. If you know me, if you watch my videos, you will know that I love Germany, I love living here, I'm basically Germany's biggest fan, but in saying that, there are some things that frustrate me a little bit about Germany. These are not like huge things, these aren't deal breakers or anything like that, but they're just things that drive me a little bit crazy. So the first thing that frustrates me about Germany, and I don't know whether this is everywhere in Germany, but it's definitely in my region, in Lower Franconia. I'm in the Würzburg region, and that is the church bells, which ring every hour of every day, all through the night, and sometimes it feels like they're just never going to stop ringing. I remember the first few days that I was in Germany thinking that the church bells sounded just so beautiful and it added so much like atmosphere to Germany, and I just loved them. And then after a while I realized that they just did not stop ringing, and whenever I have visitors coming, like family and friends from New Zealand, they will always comment on how lovely the church bells sound, and then after a while they're like, oh my goodness, turn off these bloody church bells. Right now I live quite close to a really big church, and it's not like super close, it's not right next door, it's probably like 1 minute or maybe 2 minutes walk from our house. But the church bells are just so incredibly loud, and honestly I don't even notice them anymore. And if you're German, you're probably like immune to the sound of the church bells because you're so used to them. But I remember when I first moved into this house thinking like, wow, I don't know how I'm ever going to get any sleep with these church bells ringing, because they ring every single hour. So it's like 1 o'clock, dong, and 2 o'clock, dong, dong, 3 o'clock, dong, 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 and then when it gets to like 6 o'clock, like in the morning I'm talking about, it's dong, 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 and I just used to wake up every single hour and it drove me crazy. Now I don't even notice it, I just sleep right through, but at the time I was thinking, oh my goodness, this might be like a deal breaker, I don't think I can live here. The church bells are just driving me crazy. So the next thing that really frustrates me about Germany, and I think I have talked about this, yes I have, in another video, but I'm going to go into a little bit more detail in this video. And this is the insanely fast supermarket checkouts. I'm still not used to them. So normally we'll do our weekly grocery shopping as a family when my husband is there, because it's so much easier with the kids, and he will sort of take control of, you know, the groceries going through the checkout, and I'll be watching the kids. But one day I just decided I'm gonna do this on my own, I can handle this with both kids. Bad idea. I should never have done it because it was an absolute disaster. If you're familiar with German supermarkets, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. It is the most stressful experience ever going to the supermarket, especially when you're with 2 little kids. My daughter Amelia is 5 and I've got a 1.5 little boy Mateo. And anyway, I was lining up at the supermarket checkout, and it was my turn, and I was hoping that the checkout lady would maybe slow down a little bit for me because she saw that I had 2 small children with me. But no, she just kept going at lightning speed, boom, 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 putting everything through, absolutely no break. No time to, you know, just sort yourself out. In German supermarkets, there is like no room at the end of the checkout queue, so it pretty much, there's like about that much space where all of the groceries go and they just pile up, and you just have to be so fast. Like if you snooze you lose, because the next person will come over and all of their shopping, all of their supermarket shopping will go on top of yours. So here's me with my 1-year-old in one arm, he's really heavy right now, and Amelia just running off, and I'm just trying to like organize all of the groceries and put them into the trolley. And it's just an absolute nightmare. It was honestly like I was running a marathon. I was sweating, I was like boom, 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 trying to get everything, you know, through in time. The lovely man behind me was trying to help me, and I had things like dropping on the floor. Then a big tray of eggs just like smashed on the ground because I was so stressed out. It was so embarrassing, and honestly there was absolutely no way that I could have done this any differently, the speed that this lady was going. So yes, so people had to come and help, like clean up the eggs, and I made like the biggest scene in the supermarket, and I was like dripping with sweat by the time I had finished. Have any of you had a similar experience to me, or do I just need to like up my supermarket game here in Germany? I've been here long enough, you'd think I'd be better and faster, but I don't have a lot of experience shopping with kids, so maybe I need to practice more. I don't know. Okay, so another thing that I find incredibly frustrating about Germany, and this is just something really little, it's not really a big deal, but it's still really annoying, and that is the 1 and 2 cent coins here in Germany. They just need to get rid of them. There is no use for them. I have 1 and 2 cent coins up to my ears. My wallet is heavy and so full with the 1 and 2 cent coins. So usually, like, after a while I'll end up just emptying out the 1 and 2 cent coins and putting them into a jar, and I guess you can kind of collect them up and take them to the bank and get a little bit of money for them. But apart from that, you don't really use them very much. They just fill up your wallet, they're floating around everywhere. And you go into your wallet to pay for something, like the situation I was in at the supermarket, and you're in like a real rush to get to your money. The 1 and 2 cent coins are just like a nightmare. They go like flying everywhere onto the floor. Well, it happens to me anyway, like quite often in Germany. And as I've mentioned in previous videos, most things are actually paid for with cash in Germany rather than like a bank card. So you're going to always have a lot of these like little coins flying around, and they're just annoying and there's no use for them. So anyway guys, that's all I've got for this video today, and please don't get the wrong impression with this video. I'm not hating on Germany. Just because there's a few things that frustrate me about Germany doesn't mean I don't love Germany. If you enjoyed this video, then don't forget to give it a big thumbs up, subscribe to my YouTube channel, feel free to follow me on Instagram, and I'll see you again really soon. Bye!